Hello and welcome to the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Top and with me this week is Spencer. Hey man, how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. You know, we've had our first major snowfall here in this city, and
Awesome.
I'm finally dug out from it. But you know, other than that, good.
Cool. It's been cold here, but not very cold, really.
Yeah, cold for where you are.
Yeah, cold for where I am. So yeah, it's interesting. Whereas at home, it's been, I don't know, there's been significant snowfall and it's disrupted a whole bunch of things. But yeah, it's been interesting. So this podcast, I guess, I'm going to talk about me quite a bit because quite a few things have happened.
I
right?
know what I was going to say. This is going to be good.
So the last time I recorded a podcast was with Showban last weekend, and things were kind of under wraps because I was in the process of trying to figure out how to propose to Rachel.
Right. Yay.
And so at that point, I'd already spoken to Rachel's dad and her mum, and I'd spoken to my parents to let them know my intentions. I just need to figure out when. And so Rachel and I got together as a couple on the day before her birthday at RTX 2015.
Yeah.
So I thought, it'd be appropriate to ask, to propose to her on the day before my birthday this year. It's like, it seemed to me to be like the only logical time as to when to do it. And so it was on Tuesday, and I tidied up the whole of the house, or the two important rooms in the house, the kitchen and the living room. And like, I'd put candles all around the place and some flowers, and I'd got the guitar amp set up because I wrote her a little song. Which is not coming out. It's not going anywhere. No,
that's very much a private thing between you guys.
Yeah,
it is.
So, yeah, I did that, got that all set up, and then I realised that it was like 3:30, and so, like, I then had 2 hours to kill until Rachel was leaving work. So I was just sitting around full of nervous energy, not really doing anything useful.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. And then it gets to like 20 to 6. And so I messaged Rachel being like, where are you? And she was like, I've just got to finish this and then I'll be home. And then she was like, another 15 minutes. So I was like, oh god, it's even
the
longer.
agony has been extended. Lovely.
So then I was just sitting around, nervous. Then I like stood up, nervously paced around. So I got a message saying she's coming home, and I was like, cool. So I turned off all the lights, lit all the candles, got everything ready for her to return. Put some of the candles like in jars out on the stairs up to the front door, so that when she got home, she'd be like, "Ooh, something's up."
Or
Yeah.
she's like, the hell are the neighbor kids doing now?
And then, yeah, my plan went off without a hitch.
Nice.
Apart from the bit where I was like, where I asked her to marry me, and she was sitting on the sofa. I had a guitar in front of me, and I was just like, oh, we need to make this somehow a huggy moment. And, oh, we're not very close together, so... Yeah. So
No, I'm very happy for you guys. I really am.
Thank you. And yeah, obviously she said yes. I say obviously in that I wouldn't be sharing this story otherwise.
Correct. Yeah. If you got summarily shot down, then this would be a very different conversation.
Yes. So yeah, then we went and we called her parents. We called my parents. Told them, went and bought a ring then. I didn't have one beforehand because I didn't know what she wanted, didn't know what style, what kind of metal. But it seemed a nice way to do it, to be like, yes, we'll go and do this, and then we'll figure out what we want and what Rachel wants, and she'll be happy to wear for a long time. So we ended up with a white gold with a single diamond, and yeah, held in 6 positions, and it looked real nice.
Yeah. Princess cut?
I don't
Or Brilliance
know.
cut?
No, I don't know. It was a round cut, but I can't
Brilliance
remember
cut.
exactly what. Yeah, it's probably. I should have looked more at it, but yeah.
I
it
remember
looks
something
good.
from when I was shopping for an engagement ring. I'm impressed.
Nice. And she, yeah, we were looking at some 3 stones as well, but then eventually we settled on a single stone with a round cut because it looked good. It looked good on her hand. And yeah, we had a good time there. We went and saw her parents. We stopped by and saw one of her friends. Another of her friends, she was like, I'm going to text that friend. I was like, you're absolutely going to call that friend. And then afterwards she was like, I'm glad you made me call that friend. I was like, yes, I understood where that should have been. So yeah, that was good.
So
then,
did
yeah,
any of your buddies know that this was happening, or no?
a few people knew it was happening, and that's just because I was nervous and needed to speak through it with people on the Monday.
Gotcha.
So really it was like minimal people knew. I think in total I'd spoken to 6 people about it. So both sets of parents and 2 friends.
Okay, there you
I
go.
was trying to keep it under wraps. Rachel had no idea it was coming, so that was a positive thing.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that she wouldn't figure it out, so that it would all take her by surprise and be a good time. So now comes all the, I guess, challenging part where we need to figure out where we want to go, where we want to live, and how it's all going to play out over the next
those are some very important details that they're a little more pressing with you guys.
Yeah.
than it was with myself and Jackie. It was like, hey, we're already living together.
Yeah.
Let's just keep this going.
Yeah, I can imagine. So yeah, all that stuff's upcoming, but yeah, it's been a crazy last week for me, because immediately following it obviously was my birthday, because that happened.
Well, that was happening whether the other thing happened or not.
The other thing happened or didn't. Yeah. So yeah, it was my birthday and we celebrated. We went to a place called El Sombrero and I got to wear the birthday sombrero, which was awesome. Right. That's why I was wearing a sombrero in a picture I tweeted.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. That was fun. I got to wear the birthday sombrero. And it was a whole all round good time.
Nice.
And yeah, had some delicious food, just had some good company, and just chilled out. And yeah, it was a nice chilled out time. And then Thursday night was really the night where we just like chilled out. We decorated the Christmas tree. And
that's what we did last night.
Nice. Yeah,
till 1 o'clock in the damn morning.
Usually I keep it until after my birthday to like decorate a tree.
Yeah, same here.
Otherwise it gets like overwhelming. It's just like, oh no, this already before my birthday. No, thank you.
Yeah. We sort of ease into it, but we really don't. We really don't go full throttle into it until like yourself, after my birthday, because my birthday's on the 9th, and like you said, just leading up to it, and it's directly after Jackie's. My wife's is on the 28th of November, so we usually try to celebrate somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And then we move on with Christmas. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like yourself, it's just we really don't do much until after our respective birthdays. And I think the first thing we did was I actually decorated the outside of the house first. That was the first thing that got done. And that happened on my birthday, because that was a Saturday. And it worked out really, really well. It was a nice day to do it. I got up, done. And when the little fella got up from his nap, he was like, "Wow, great man!"
Okay, cool. I was going to ask if he helped out or.
We try not to get him too involved because he's a little bit smashy yet.
Fair enough.
I mean, he wants to help out, but just the undisciplined motions of a 3-year-old, right?
Yeah.
But he loves it. He's like we had to like we had our tree set up for the past few days. Yeah, like Friday night I set up the actual trees in the house, and that was just sort of let them warm up, because it's obviously been sub-zero temperatures here in Newfoundland. Yeah. Tropical. And we just had them up, and I couldn't find the star to our big tree that we have up in the living room. We have a sort of like a narrow pencil tree at the bottom of our stairs. Something we were first time doing it this year, but that had the star on it. Jackie already had the star bought, and like, because this is a new one, she had it right there. It was in a bag. Boom, star top of the tree. The star for our living room tree was buried in a closet. So I couldn't find that until I got rid of other Christmas decorations first, like moved them out of the way, and I wasn't moving them until I were up. So
Yeah.
we put them up, and last night at about 12 o'clock, I managed to get into the closet, get the damn star out, and pop it on top of the tree. So, but up until then, Reagan would come into the living room, look up at the tree, and go, "Star missing. Where's Star, Daddy? Where's Star, Mommy?" And I'm like, "Kid, cut Dad some slack." But it's up there now, and that was the first thing he saw this morning when he got up and came upstairs. He was like, "Star!" And, put his two arms up as if, I just won the Super Bowl or something. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, our tree has a lot of Transformers on it.
Nice. Yeah, the tree we've got's got like a little guitar that plays a song, and what are Rachel's things? She's got like a mug of coffee, like ornament that's knitted, nice. And yeah, some other funky things. And now I've got a BB-8 ornament.
Oh, nice!
That's real cool.
Cool.
And then that makes me think. Oh yeah, I went and saw Star Wars over the weekend, which was very enjoyable.
I have yet to see The Force Awakens.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Nah, it's fine.
I really want to see it all, though.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's worthwhile checking out, I would say. I'm not going to go into it any further, but I saw it over the weekend and I really enjoyed it. But,
oh, good. Because I'm hearing, like, I'm not reading any spoilers or anything like that. I'm reading reactions, and they're kind of all over the place. Yes, they will be. Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of things that happen, and I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. I mean, don't spoil anything. Not for me. I don't care. I don't give a shit about spoilers. But for anybody who might be listening to you.
Yeah. It's kind of all over the place. Like, I felt it could have ended in like 4 or 5 different points in the film.
Oh.
To lead on to the next one, but.
Not so.
It just felt like they were building to something, so I don't know. It felt a bit weird. Anyway, that's what's happened. Where was I going to go next? I don't know. Decorate the Christmas tree. Yeah, like, I don't know. I've been having a good time on some foodie cooking adventures as well.
I see you have.
Yesterday we made a katsu curry sauce, some sticky sushi rice, and then fried up some sweet potatoes and some aubergine or eggplant, depending on where you're from.
That eye roll, man, that was hilarious.
Put it in some breadcrumbs and put it in a bunch of oil and cooked them thoroughly, and had the whole thing together, and it was amazing. It was really,
I
really
love sticky rice. I so love sticky rice.
It took us like 2 hours to make as well, which is typical for sushi rice, I think.
Yeah.
Because you need to give it a rinse and then leave it to stand and then soak it and then actually cook it and then leave it to stand.
Yeah. I have been watching, now that we're talking about food, I have been watching Jamie Oliver shows. At an alarming rate. We've got this new channel here in Canada now. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. It just got folded into our TV our cable package.
Yeah.
Fiber package basically, and called Gusto, and it's Canada's premier cooking network.
Okay.
And Jamie Oliver is all over it. And I love it. I love that guy. I absolutely love it. Fight me. I don't care. I'm on record as saying I love that guy. I don't get to watch many of his shows before, but now I do.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he cooks some amazing stuff. Some stuff I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, just because of some of the ingredients that are in it, like mustard. Anything? Why? No. Leave mustard. Just leave mustard out of it. You and I have talked about this. Mustard must die.
Yeah. He has like a really friendly conversational tone, which makes it easy to understand what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's a very encouraging tone. It's like, yeah, you can do this. Hell yeah, you can do this. Just, come on. Give her. Well, that's if Jamie Oliver was a Newfoundlander, but,
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, there's something about Jamie Oliver that I found, like, I don't know, enjoyable to watch. He's certainly someone that, like, I've watched in the past because it was like, I really like cooking shows as well. Cooking and baking shows.
Now, I could see how he could rub someone the wrong way. I could.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't rub me the wrong way. I like him. But I could see how he could come across to somebody as a bit smarmy or something like that. That's not how I see him. But I could see why people would be a little put off by that. But not me.
No.
But that was so much fun.
There's a guy on YouTube called Babish, he's called Andrew Rio. He does a show called Binging with Babish.
Okay.
Where he takes things from TV shows and films and recreates them, and like makes them the way they've been done.
I think I know where you're going with this.
He's really enjoyable to watch. He started doing like basics as well, where he's like, these are the basics that I would teach someone how to do, and breaks them down into like their like simplest form. Like he showed everyone how to make pasta and how to do steak and chicken and sauces and like how to put all the things together. And he made the thing that sticks out to me is that he made the what was it? It was the like 15-layer taco thing from SNL, which had like all the nonsense in it.
Oh my god.
Like, he made it from scratch. But,
I think my stomach just turned over just thinking about that.
He like takes what they did say in the movie or TV show and does exactly what they said they did. And then he goes about making his own version of it that's like all of the best ingredients and best way about doing things.
Did he use a Basomatic to prepare it?
I don't know.
That is a really, really old, like Dan Aykroyd era SNL joke.
Yes.
And I only know it because of clip shows. I was not watching SNL when that was going on. I don't even know if I was born when that was going on.
Oh, crazy. And there's one he did from Stranger Things where it was a triple layer Eggo extravaganza where they have like Reese's Pieces and Hershey's Kisses and whipped cream on it. But he made the waffles himself, like in the second version, and the whipped cream.
Oh no, sign me up for that one.
And everything on it. So I highly recommend checking it out. It's called Binging with Babish. And
I think I will.
It's real interesting. His videos are like 3 to 6 minutes long.
There's a fly just in my face.
I saw it flying around. So just following around.
Dude, you know it's like the middle of December? Good God. Little tiny. You could pick that up on my camera?
Yeah, I can see it. It's flying around. He does all these fancy fun things, and I highly recommend checking that out. And then another person I've been watching is Harto, or Hannah Hart, who's been around for years and years and does My Drunk Kitchen. And she's done some series recently with like one of the pasta manufacturers.
Yeah,
Barilla.
Doesn't she ever actually have her own like cooking / travel show now?
She did. We've watched. Rachel and I've watched all 6 episodes. It's called I Heart Food.
Yeah, okay, so it's only 6 episodes, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw it advertised on something, I can't remember where, and I know nothing about the series other than that.
It was on Food Network in the States, and
we get that occasionally, yeah. Yeah,
the first episode is on her YouTube channel. And and in each of the episodes, she went to a locale that had like its speciality food. Like she went to Minnesota for their shrimp and seafood options, and she went to Asheville, North Carolina for their steak and barbecue, because it's North Carolinian barbecue. Then she also went to I can't remember, New Mexico somewhere for like the chilies and all the stuff that goes on there.
Sorry, there was a very loud snowplow just went past my office. I don't know if that picked up or not.
I didn't hear it, but
okay.
Who knows?
Good, because it was really loud.
She talks about all the food in the different locations. The show's like written with loads of puns in it that I really enjoy, and it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
It's a little more serious than her My Drunk Kitchen show.
Oh, yeah,
although at times when she gets drunk, like she does go on like serious topics.
Yeah, network TV. If it's television, even if it is just cable television, you still gotta sort of tame it down a little bit, right?
Yes, yeah. I highly recommend checking out that show. It's fun. It's funny. It's silly, but it's also full of good food.
Nice.
And as someone that doesn't eat meat, I still found it enjoyable, because I just like people experiencing food, which I guess is kind of good. As for like the preparation of some kinds of food, it's like the preparation stage is the bit that I'm like, not really for me. And I honestly have no idea how to cook any animal products. But
so do you eat fish?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. They are animals, so I do not.
Great. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So yes, I've been a vegetarian all my life since I was born because my parents were. So like, I don't even know what meat tastes like.
That's right. You and I have talked about this before, haven't we? Yes. That's a while ago. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. Like,
memory is still a bit of an issue with me.
So yeah, but still, I enjoy watching people who are good at what they do what they do well. So people preparing food is, I don't know, somewhat. It's definitely enjoyable, no matter if I would enjoy it or not. But I try and look at like the techniques that they're using and being like, "Oh, how can I use that?" from time to time, so that I can learn how to make pasta, for example, or I don't know, other things that are tasty.
Yeah, I'd love to look. One of the things I want to do is I want to get into that, but right now I have a picky 3-year-old, and it's not really conducive to that. We tried a couple things that myself and Jackie ended up really liking, and we'll probably do again because she's always on Pinterest. On the phone, and she's found a lot of great recipes on there, but there's only been one or two that were complete and utter misses. I was like, it's okay, yep. But most of them are just absolutely exquisite and generally not too hard to prepare. I mean, Jackie's pretty fairly adept in the kitchen, so I way more than I am. I'm trying. I my first time living on my own, I was living in Hamilton, Ontario for 6 of the longest months of my life, and I learned how to cook by watching this show that we used to have here in Canada called The Urban Peasant. And man, booze went into everything. I swear to God. But he was really good, and he was great at nice, simple soup recipe, like simple day-to-day recipes, and it was really good. And I that kept me sustained through the whole time I was up there. And I've even sort of carried on some of the practices of, we have this, but we also have this. Let's throw this into whack.
Nice.
Let's just throw that in there, just to give it something else of a little bit of a color or a taste, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
drives Jackie nuts because it doesn't always pan out. Like if she comes home from work and I've been home and I'm cooking, she's like, okay, so what did you put in this? Just eat the damn stuff. Just try it. Try it without judging. Yes, it looks good. Yes, it smells good. Don't worry about what's in it. I will tell you after you tell me if you like it. That kind of a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I've always been like curious about cooking because like when I went especially like when I'm at home. We never eat out, like never ate out. We always cooked food every night, which is different over here. We went to a restaurant the other day, where we saw one of Rachel's friends, and they're just like, "Oh, the last time I cooked at home was like mid-November," and I'm just like, "How?" I cook food every day at home, and my parents were always like, "Yeah, come learn how to cook because you're going to because I went to university and you have to be able to fend for yourself there."
Exactly.
So I've always, I don't want to say I've always known how to cook, but my parents have always did a good job at always including me in this is how we make these different things.
Yeah.
And so now I've got a decent base on which I can cook a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting Reagan into the kitchen in more than of a capacity of no, put that down, no, put that down, but because he loves watching my wife bake, loves it. Of course, he always gets the beater afterwards. Bugger, stealing my beaters. I used to get those. But he's keenly interested in it. But he's I can't say the word undisciplined, but he just doesn't. It's like, okay, no, don't touch those knives. Don't because obviously there's 9 chances out of 10 there's a knife involved in the preparation, and we have some really nice, super sharp knives that we just don't want him handling.
Yeah.
And but he seems interested in it. I mean, he's a picky eater, but he's like yourself. He's interested in the process of it. He's interested in learning about it. It's just you're a little small yet, buddy, and you're kind of in the way. But because he's literally he's just grabbing stuff off the countertop, and because he's at that age now where he can and height where he can just reach in and just grab anything he wants. And yeah. It's like, oh, look at this. Yoink. And I'm like, no, that's it'd be a measuring cup full of something. 9 chances out of 10 liquid. 9 chances out of 10 after that, it's going on the floor. At least in part, Yeah. But God love him for being enthusiastic about it.
Yes. Yeah. That's absolutely something I'd like to, if I were to have children, just be like, yes. You're going to learn how you cook as you grow up.
Absolutely.
And just be like, you're going to help out as much as they want to, but still know how to cook.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of watched my mom a bit cooking when I was growing up and stuff, but I'm guessing it was a similar thing I tended to reach for stuff on the counter. or just generally, kind of inadvertently mess something up, that kind of a thing. So I kind of got driven out of the kitchen a bit, just simply because I'm me. And anybody who knows me would completely say, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's just more so in my junior high teenage years. Then I got to sort of get in on the action and be part of it, productively, as opposed to just spilling shit. Yeah. But as interested as I was in the cooking part of it, I was also super interested in what, my dad's carpentry stuff and home renovation stuff. So I shocked myself once myself and Jackie bought a house. I shocked myself with how much of knowledge of that I retained over the years.
Nice.
So
nice.
I've saved a bloody fortune on not having to go get a handyman every time something breaks in the house, or I got to move something. Take down a half wall or something like that. It's just, oh, okay. Smash. Replaster. Done.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
not that adept at those things. I'd like to learn that kind of thing, but at the same time, like, I'd probably rather just call a guy to get it sorted out in a decent amount of time.
Do you have where you are right now? Do you have the channel HGTV?
There's no TV. We don't have cable or anything.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right on. Right.
We just.
I guarantee
just
you can
rely on
find
the
episodes.
internet.
I guarantee you can find episodes of, and I highly recommend these shows. Holmes on Holmes, Holmes Makes It Right. Anything involving Mike Holmes. Anything involving Brian Baumler, and anything involving what's that other dude I used to watch? I can't remember now. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of really, really good home renovation shows on HGTV. I'm pretty sure you can go on HGTV and get all caught up on all those series. Now, some of those series have like hundreds of episodes, so you will see. You could probably Google it, for Christ's sake, if you have a specific category that you'd like to talk about.
Yes. Cool. I'll certainly look into that. But yeah, like I said, I'm one of those people that'll be like, I'll call a dude and get it done.
If we lived in the same city, I'd be over. I'd just come over and do it for a beer.
Fair enough. Cool.
Of course, then my wife would give me stink about, well, how come you're over there doing that when I've got this, that, and the other thing to be done? I was like, well, over there's no 3-year-old toddler getting in my way.
Yeah.
picking up various tools and making more work for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. Right, Spencer, where can we find you across the internet?
Across the internet, I am on the Rooster Teeth site as Grenou, Grenou. I am also on Twitter at Spencer in NL, or Spencer in Newfoundland, with that is the long version of that. And I do have a SoundCloud, and I'm in the process of starting up a Bandcamp page, which I will sort of release all the details on that at the appropriate time. Because I'm hoping to. There's a couple things I kind of have in my back pocket that I kind of want. They don't really fit anything else, any other thing. So I'm just gonna go it alone, kind of a thing. Yeah. And it's just stuff I've wanted to do for years and years and years and years. So I'll probably be releasing it there.
Oh, cool. I can be found across the internet at Destroy Topham or at Etherfar. That's on like Twitter, Instagram. It's Topham on the Rooster Teeth site. Etherfar on Bandcamp, Etherfar on SoundCloud. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for being my guest this week, Spencer.
A pleasure as always.
And thank you everyone for listening. Have an exciting week. Goodbye.
Bye.